buddy. Welcome to the show, and thanks for joining us. And by the way, too, thanks for all the kind emails and everything we received for the last couple of weeks' show. Has been fantastic, the response, and lovely to hear from you, too, with the emails and that. And a lot of people have been to our new web page. Check it out.
I was going to say, make sure you get down there and check it out. It's really good, done by Pure Image.
Pure Image?
Yeah, and it's all fresh and new info coming on, and there's going to be some updates coming up, too, with the web page, I believe.
There's still a few bits under construction, but at least the page is up and a few things happening. Now, here we are at Maylands, just next to Guildford Road. Garrett Road Bridge is right behind us, by the way, and Guildford Road off to the side. And some fantastic things happening today. James, what's happening, actually?
Yeah, we're actually here for the ANA Rowing Club Challenge. There's a big event on. There's heaps of crews here, all sorts of people here, and we're going to get around and chat to a few of them, and I'll speak with the organiser in a minute. We'll find out what's going on.
John Westall, he's the guy who contacted us and told us what's happening. A lot of corporate people behind a lot of this, different groups, different organizations. It's fantastic, and we're going to be wandering around a little bit through the crowd. We've got some stories we'll be going to as well, but as we always say, let's get the balls and all rolling. And as I say also too, thanks for all the emails and everything we received lately. We're going to be announcing the winner too of that competition we had a couple weeks back for the 6 jerseys for your team. Also throughout the show, make sure you either record it. I'm the producer, I'm giving you permission to record it. Or get your pen and paper down, because we're going to be giving you all the questions and all the answers to the big time glow competition, and then there's only a couple more weeks to go, so you got to make sure you get all these tonight, and then make sure you definitely get the next 2, and that's going to give you up to $2,000 off your sports uniform, your club uniform, whatever it may be, from Time Glow. And you can go in and buy your stuff ahead of time. If you're the lucky winner, you get the up to $2,000 off, or if you do win and you haven't bought nothing, you can get $2,000 worth of
gear. As you know, Moose, formerly being involved with sporting clubs, I mean, $2,000 is a big help. You got to get your uniform every year, and I suppose just general t-shirts and stuff, so it is a good opportunity. If you are a club struggling, get on. It's easy. You just got to win it.
And they're the kings of all the sublimation and all that fantastic stuff. All the different colours. They can put your photograph on. Anything you want, they can do.
That'd be shocking, Moose.
Be a bit scary, wouldn't it? Okay.
Us on a t-shirt? No.
Hey?
So that's on a t-shirt?
I think it's a great thing, you know?
The new
then when you look in the mirror, you can see yourself twice. Look at both heads. Okay, let's go to a story we did a while back at the ANZ Sports Star of the Year Award. As you remember, of course, Dmitry Markov and Alana Slater, the 2 West Australian sports stars. But someone else who we reckon is a bit of a sports star, and I'm sure a lot of people involved with sports do, is our good buddy. And let's have a catch-up with him. I'm really happy to catch up with our good buddy. You've seen him on the Bulls and All many times. The one, the only, the EO, the Executive Officer of the West Australian Sports Federation, Mr. Bob Welch. Hey, Bob, how are you?
Moose, very well indeed, thanks, very well indeed.
Now, tonight we've seen the 2001 ANZ Sports Star of the Year Awards. We spoke to Alana Slater, Coca-Cola, looked after her with the Junior Award, 4th time in a row. How do you feel about the night?
The night generally, Moose, has gone very well indeed. It's another one of those nights where you've got the elite of Western Australian sport, you've got the elite of the supporters of sport in Western Australia, and the administrators and officials. I mean, they're all here, networking, as well as enjoying themselves. It's fantastic.
We've seen entries from a huge range of sports. Chess we've seen as well. We've seen pistol shooting, rifle shooting, small bore. We've seen weightlifters. We've seen all kinds of things tonight.
Yeah, I think what we showcased sport in Western Australia. We had our co-presenters from triathlon and weightlifting. We had from our service award.
By the way, I did the weightlifting, as you can tell by the physique.
That's right, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you were out there doing that too. And service award from La Crosse. We had the official from badminton, our sports star of the year, young Dmitry Markov from athletics. But it was just a total sports night. Fantastic.
Fantastic night. We see the high-profile sport. We've seen the sports that don't get a lot of high-profile. Hello, how are you? Hello. We see everybody.
Some fellow board members wandering past there.
Yeah. What the hell? They're trying to get on TV, is what it is.
Oh well, it's like my board. You know, it's all about egos in sport.
Yeah,
so
yeah, but you've got a great board, really.
Absolutely. Well, I think so. They look after me very well indeed. Yeah, they do.
Now, the year 2001. What kind of things go into putting this all together?
Well, it's a whole range of things. We start the process probably about in May. with looking at venues and beginning the process for the actual dinner itself. We bring our selection committee together in October. Nominations begin to close in November. We start the selection
What stage do you take the bribes, by the way?
Right about probably 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, all right.
The pocket's a bit full tonight. No, not really. Selection process takes about 6 weeks. Channel 7 come on board very strongly with interviewing and getting the film clips together, and the whole lot comes together. We've normally done it the fourth Thursday in the month in January, and tonight it's come together as a live show on Channel 7. The West Australian tomorrow morning, well, whenever this goes to air, on the 1st of Feb, we'll have put it in the paper. 6PR have come on very strong this year. And of course, Channel 31, with its support tonight, what more can we say?
The B&A crew are here, live and well, and indulging in the beverages, not me, of course. Now, with all the people that get involved, there's some people obviously you'd like to say thank you to?
Well, I think so. Thanks, Moose. Yes, certainly Ron Alexander and the selection committee, the guys from the West Australian, Ray Wilson and his team, certainly Mike O'Neill and the team from the ANZ Bank, and Neil Wood from Coke and his team. They're our main supporters. There's a lot of people in the background that put a lot of work together. My secretary, administrator Maureen Markham,
who done such a great job. She looks fantastic. She's just getting better looking every time I see her. I don't know what it is.
Well, she is. Maureen puts so much work in this. I think this is her 8th award that she's run tonight. But a person who requires a lot of support and thanks, Rosita Stangl. Rosie's one of the best PR ladies in town. She puts an enormous effort into tonight's function. The support from Gary Rendell at 6PR has been great, and John Crilly and Ray Wilson, those two guys, you really can't thank enough. And David Marsh. Marsh is the guy who puts all the research into the nominations that go in the paper each month. Thanks, Marshy.
Fantastic to you guys. Now, I know that the Gridiron Boys should have nominated, as well as the officials, like Tom Marshman should be nominated from the Gridiron. Now, people, when they want to start nominating, when do they start doing it, and what should they look at doing?
Well, in actual fact, I had a phone call from one of the guys from Gridiron this morning on the mobile, just asking what the process was. The process is quite simply. We invite sports associations in October to commence the nomination process, and I would encourage every sport to nominate. Whether they can win or not is not the question. The question is that a sport, I believe, owes an obligation to its athletes and its administrators to put them forward as the best person in their sport to come along tonight and be part of the exercise. And I think we've got 85 sport associations in WA. I'd love to see 85 nominees in each and every category along tonight.
That's right.
And that's really what it's about. So all you sports out there, it's up to you, your clubs, really, you should be pushing your associations to look for nominations.
And your officials, and who else?
Your administrators and your coaches.
Fantastic. Now, how do they do that one more time?
Quite simply, we start to put the nomination forms out in October. If anybody has any questions at all about how they should nominate, give me a ring. Western Australian Sports Federation, it's in the phone book.
On
9387-8100.
I knew that number. I don't know why.
Give us a ring. Happy to talk to you about it, because the more people nominating, the better the function.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Bob, for all your efforts too, and Maureen and your whole gang down there. You guys do such a great job. So sports, all you sports out there, get involved for next year, because we'd love to see anyone from any other sport up here having a go, at least being nominated, as you say, and having a go at it.
That's right. We want to have a queue for attendance tonight. We'd love to have a waiting list that's a mile long.
So we have to knock that wall out next year and just continue with the room. It's going to be fantastic. Thanks, Bob.
Well, the new ballroom at the Burswood, I believe, can seat 1,700. Challenge Stadium can seat 1,000. And who knows what the new convention centre can seat in 2 or 3 years' time.
There you go. West Australia sports. We know we excel. Let's show others how well we do. Thanks a lot for that, Bob.
No worries, my pleasure.
Thank you very much for that story, and g'day to Bob Welch. How you going, mate? Now I'm speaking with John Westall. How you going, mate?
Doing pretty well, thanks.
Okay, first of all, what does ANA stand for?
It stands for Australian Nationals Association.
Okay. And can you tell me what today's all about, John?
Yeah, today is an event we have every year to encourage people to have a go at rowing and take up rowing. Hopefully all the crews that you see taking part today, that's 61 crews, have only been rowing for probably about 3 or 4 weeks. They've all had 5 lessons. When you watch some of them, it's perfectly obvious that's the case, but some of the others are really very good, and we're hoping that out of the 61 crews today, at least some of them will want to join the club and take up rowing as a full-time sport.
Okay, so basically it's just a thing where people say, like, come down once a year, get a team together, have a go and see if they like it?
That's right, yeah, and a lot of the teams are corporate sponsored, but a lot of them are just friends. People who've got together and
we'll give it a go.
Giving it a go and having a bash in some of our boats, which is good fun.
Okay, now you said they've all been training about 3 weeks. What kind of stuff do you run them through to get them up to this stage?
Well, in that short time, all you can do really is stick them in a boat and make them pull on the oar. It takes a long time to learn to row to a competitive standard. I've actually trained a crew myself who came in at the last minute, called Veloce, who are racing right at this minute. And they hadn't sat in a racing boat until this time last week.
Alright.
So they've had 5 lessons this week and they're still completing a 500-metre sprint course.
That's great. Now it's a 500-metre sprint. Just explain what happens. Obviously it's just like a short drag.
Yeah, sure. Most racing regattas these days are over 2,000 metres. The Olympics is 2,000 metres. For crews of a slightly less experienced standard, it's 1,000 metres. And a 500-metre sprint for junior crews. Well, these guys haven't raced before, so we only give them 500 metres. A really good crew will be doing that in about a minute and a half.
Really? That's pretty quick.
Some of these crews will be taking well over 3 minutes. The winners today will probably just about crack 2 minutes for the 500.
That's pretty good for people who've just got into it, I suppose.
It's excellent. It's really wonderful, and the turnout today you can see. Apart from the fact it's a fantastic day for it.
What more can you ask for with the weather like this?
Well, that's right. We did arrange it specially, of course.
Of course. You booked it, so come on, big fella, you don't want some sun?
That's the way we did it, yeah.
Okay, now what events are coming up that you'd like to let everyone out there know?
Okay, well, we're actually coming up to the regatta season now, and Allanah will be racing in that. On the 21st of April is a long-distance race, which is from Guildford to Bayswater. Finishes here. That's 6 kilometres. And the winning crews in that will be doing that in about 22 minutes. That's for the 8s. And from after that, there's the State Masters coming up in Albany. That's the week following that, Anzac weekend. I'll actually be rowing in that with some of the older idiots that take this thing up.
Go for glory, eh?
Absolutely, mate. You're never too old to go for gold.
That's it. Make sure you book the weather on that day too.
Yeah, well, I hope it's cooler than this on the day. We're all cracking on a bit.
Okay.
And then we've got the regatta season, which is basically every other weekend. There is a race either here or on the Canning when all the rowing clubs from WA take part in it. And we're hoping to be WA Racing Club of the Year again this year, which we were last year.
It's got to be done, mate. It's got to be done.
Absolutely.
Okay, now if anyone out there's watching thinks, oh, geez, I wish I came down, would like to know more about it, is there a phone number they can call?
Yeah, there certainly is. They can phone me on 9486 9644.
One more time for the camera.
9486 9644. Ask for John Westall. Not a problem.
No worries. Thank you very much for your time, mate. Pleasure talking to you.
Absolutely delighted.
And is there anyone you'd like to thank for helping you put this together?
No, not really. No, let's thank...
No, it was all me, man.
Yeah, thank all the members of the club that did it. This is largely a club effort. We do have a few sponsors, but there'd be far too many to mention. And I'm quite sure they'll forgive me for not mentioning them all.
So thanks to everyone then.
Thanks to everyone that took part and everyone that's going to be tidying it up again tonight and all the beer that's going to be drunk after this is over.
Now, I'm with this man. Thanks a lot, mate. Now, we're going to actually go to a story Moose did, Scuba 2. So check this out.
Hi everybody, it's Moose here and I'm down in Waterman. Place has an unbelievable view here. And I'm talking to David and Paul from Scuba 2. Hi David, how are you?
Not so bad, yourself?
And Paul? Good.
Yeah, I'm not too bad either.
Now David, tell us a bit about Scuba 2 first of all.
Scuba 2's been around for about 15 years. Originally it was a dive shop. The dive shop closed after a couple of years. The actual owners went off to pursue some other interests, and the club, the actual social club, continued on. So, and we're still here 15 years after.
And what kind of things do you guys do?
We organise dives all across WA. We've just been back from Dunsborough, and we've organised trips overseas as well to Bali, Manado, Indonesia and so on. And plus we do social events as well. A lot of people think, during winter it's a little bit too cold for diving, and so we do all the other social events here.
Paul, now you've just joined. How are you finding it so far?
Yeah, it's been quite good. I've been quite surprised on how many different other events that these guys do other than diving, which has been quite good. The social side of it has been quite appealing for me, and I've only pretty fresh to diving. Got my ticket about 4 years ago and only been a couple of times, and it's good that these guys do other things as well. They organise sailing days and barbecues and other social events for families as well.
Now, we saw that you guys do night diving and all that kind of stuff as well?
Yeah, that's right. We organise one shore dive a month, and also...
Yeah, explain. What is a shore dive? You mean you just take off from the shore, not a boat?
Yeah, that's right. The club actually doesn't own its own boat, so we will either rent a boat through one of the dive shops, or we'll go for cheaper alternative, and that's just a shore dive. So we do shore dives from Rockingham up past Hillery's, and it's just a cheap option. Just go. There's some really nice dive sites.
And then you had a night dive. Now, Paul, you said it was your first ever night dive?
Yeah, that's right, over at Bigton Baths, so it was quite a unique experience. Yeah.
Managed to get 6 prawns, I think was the deal.
I think it was about 6.
Describe your first time actually you've been down there. I heard you describe it before. Just tell people a little bit what it felt like and everything.
Well, being under the water in the river, the visibility is probably not the best, even on a clear day when the sun's out. But at night, I imagine it's even worse when all you can see is what's within the beam of your actual torch light. I was unfortunate enough to only have a small torch, but the buddy that I had at the time had one of those big dive light, yeah, so we could see quite a fair bit, and just the amount of life that you see under the water at night is just amazing. You'd probably miss it most of the time when you're seeing it during the day, but it's just absolutely amazing.
And Dave, what about you? Now, you've been with the club a while, I'm assuming now, and you also do some dives on the wreck down at Albany, and you mentioned one at Yelling Up, I think. Have you done those?
Yeah, I've dived on the Swan. It was sunk about 4 years ago, and I try and dive on it each year, and it's just really interesting to see the amount of change each 12 months, you know, how many fish have been attracted to the wreck, and also the growth on it as well.
It's that you guys have quite a few, as Paul mentioned too, other social events, so it's not just around diving.
That's right. Like in the next month we've just organised a bowling night, we've got a sailing night as well coming up, and cocktail parties. It's a really social club. We've got 75 members, and not all those members are divers as well. They're just attracted to, you know, we've got a brilliant type of people here.
What do you actually teach people to dive, or they already get their own ticket and you guys just basically get divers together? What's the basics of the basis of Scuba too?
Yep. What we tend to do is we don't actually teach, we're not actually instructors, but we're like a support network. With a lot of the dives, if there's a group of us, we'll actually pair up for new divers with a more advanced diver, person who's been diving for quite a few years, just to teach them the ropes, just make sure that they're all right, you know, especially when we're going down for the dive down at, on the Perth, you know, it might be their first wreck dive, you know, they might be a little bit nervous about going down to that depth. We'll just team them up with someone and help them out.
And someone who's new to the club, because there's a good crowd here and it's quite a cool night tonight, do you find that it's the social aspect, but also when you're getting with other divers, they're talking about diving, so you're learning a little bit of tricks, or they're talking about some different equipment, like you're kind of all learning off each other? Yeah,
definitely. It's good to be able to learn from other more experienced divers. Like I said before about the night dive, I was buddied with someone more experienced than myself, and they taught me a bit about navigation and that sort of thing, and also just to hear their stories about their other more experienced dives.
And you mentioned too that you're even planning trips overseas, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. We might be organising one later in the year. Usually during the late winter months, we usually go overseas because it's too cold here, but we've done trips to Bali and other parts of Indonesia as well.
Okay, now people out there, other divers and anybody else are saying, oh, fantastic, didn't know about it or whatever. Now, how do they get in touch with you? We got the internet, of course, the web page. We can see that on the screen now. But someone wants to know can they call somebody, or does it go through the web page?
The phone number to call is 9309-1946, and that'll be put through to one of the club members. There's an answer machine there. Just leave your name and number, and that person will give you a call back, give you a little bit more information about the club, and come along to one of these nights and meet the rest of us.
Fantastic. So even if you're a non-diver and you want to have a bit of a go and just join in the fun and everything else, or if you'd like to learn a bit more, if you are a diver and like to learn a bit more, give them a call. Thanks for talking to us.
No worries, thank you.
Thanks, Paul, and good luck with the diving.
Thank you.
Thanks for that story, Moose. We're going to actually speak to a group of people who've never actually rowed before until a week ago, called Veloce. So stay with us. We're just going to go to a break. Welcome back from the break, everybody. Now I'm speaking with the crew of Veloce. How you going?
Hello.
Get some names. What's your name?
I'm Tilla.
Charlotte.
Anka. Amy.
And how'd you find it out there?
It's really fun, except that you caught crabs and our seat broke, but it was fun.
And what made you do it?
Just for something fun and something new to learn. Yeah, we did it in a week though, so we're pretty.
Is there any tips you can give anyone out there? What was the kind of the training you had to go through? Don't catch a crab?
Well, we did 5 training sessions. The tip, I guess, is not to catch a crab. That's about it.
Timing is most
All right, so timing's very important. And
Keep your eyes on the boat.
keep your eyes on the boat.
Yeah.
And how you guys going today anyway?
We're doing all right. I think we've had better times in the boat than just now, but yeah, we're doing all right.
Do you ladies think you'll take it up, or?
We might. Yeah, it's really fun. Okay. Although I prefer it as a leisure sport more than racing.
And you want to say anyone out there who wants to give it a go, give it a try, something, but don't catch a crab, I suppose?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's really fun. Yeah, it's good fun.
Thank you very much for your time, ladies. Okay, I'm going to catch up with either Moose or Wayne.
Thanks, James. I'm here with the Awesome Foursome, and they're going to try and sell me some fruit, cans and fruit, I think. Is that what it is? Fruit in cans? Yeah. Hi, your name is Christina?
Yes, it is.
See? How did I know that?
You're a smart guy.
Thanks very much. That'll go on the commercial, that bit. We'll use that bit.
All right.
And your name is?
Margie.
Margie, and what's the tiara?
I'm one of the Roxy rowers, and we couldn't wear hats because it was too windy, so tiaras were the next best thing.
Okay, and your excuse is?
My excuse is I'm their coxswain. I'm the coach of all this motley crew, actually. So.
And your name?
Ian Hilton.
Is that what you guys all call him, by the way, when he's not around? Yeah, they got it. Right. Hi, and your name?
Vanessa.
Vanessa, and how long have you been rowing?
I rowed a long time ago, and then just getting ready for this regatta here.
Okay, having a good time?
Oh yes, definitely, yes.
Good, and your name is Tiara Girl?
Bev.
Bev? And how long have you been rowing?
For about 5 weeks, is it? Yeah.
5 weeks, fantastic. And your name?
I'm Heather.
Heather, and how long have you been doing this?
5 weeks.
5 weeks as well? Same thing?
Lynette, 5 weeks.
5 weeks. You guys have all been doing this for 5 weeks?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Wendy. In 5 weeks.
5 weeks. And your name?
I'm Phil Moose, and you're actually here with a special team. We're the silver medalists of the day.
Silver?
The Awesome Foursome. We're the bronze and silver medalists.
Do you reckon you'll get a commercial out of this or what?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I knew your name.
And what will we be, like fruit in cans or maybe something else? Maybe bourbon in glasses or something?
Maybe, you never know.
And your name?
I'm Valerie.
Valerie. Had a good time?
Absolutely fantastic.
And you had something else to say there?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Hi, you guys part of this gang over here?
Yeah.
And hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. How are you?
Very well, thanks. And you?
Good, good. And this is Karen. Hi, Karen.
How are you?
And this is, I suppose, right tit, you could call him.
Hi.
There's no name.
No, but isn't it costume nice? That's 4 of those.
They didn't catch any crabs because it's made of fishnet. So that's how come they won. They actually were the winners.
Oh, I see. You guys are the gold.
Yes.
Gold medal.
Oh, look, isn't that beautiful?
You know, I've got friends out there who may be watching this. I'm a little concerned.
With that shirt on, you never know where you might get invited, you know?
Right.
Whoops. Now, how long have you guys been rowing?
5 weeks.
Oh, another lot of fun.
Yeah, this is our first experience of it, so it's been wonderful.
And having a good time?
Absolutely.
Best thing I've ever done, honestly.
Yeah.
For exercise and all that, it's been divine.
Fantastic.
Now, with you guys all getting together, it's one of those things where there's been the offer to come out and have a go, and you've all come and done it. So what do you recommend to anybody else?
Oh, come and try it. It's good.
Yeah, it's
good fun.
Yeah, good fun.
Come on down.
Now, where are you guys? Where are you based? Because you're there. You're the coach. You're kind of like the boss guy, and he's out there beating the drum and rowing.
Yep. You just come down to A&A Rowing Club down at Garrett Road Bridge.
When are you guys here?
Saturdays and Sundays for novices or anyone that comes down.
And when you guys aren't rowing, do you go on the bridge and do some bombies on the boats and stuff?
That's a good idea, yes.
And a bit of fishing? Well, this is the gang here from the Oarsome Foursome, and the name of your group is? The Night Riders, okay. And Roxy?
Roxy Rowers. You've got 3 here now.
And Roxy Rowers. So here's 3 lots, a group of people that have never done it before. Some have done it a long time ago when I was a boy, and came down, had a go, and having a lot of fun. Thanks for being on Balls and All, you guys, and good luck. Our silver and our gold winners here with today. Okay, we'll probably catch up with Wayne now, see where he's wandered at. So stick with us.
I guess that was an action signal. Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up. Well, anyway, I'm here with the Aqueducts, and we're just going to duck around here and find out some names and see what's happening. And your name is still?
I'm Megan, and I'm the coach and the cox for this wonderful crew here.
Okay.
I'm Tracy, I was stroke position.
Fiona, I'm just here to row.
Deirdre.
And your position is?
It's in the bow.
Okay.
I'm Joe, and I was just in the boat.
Okay, a lot of people just in the boat, and you all have your specifics. Can you explain what each specific position is?
Well, the stroke position, there's
a couple of guys that would know about the stroke position, but
stroke position sets the pace. The next position follows that stroke, and the next 2 follow each other. So the idea is to get everybody in the same time and to keep rowing at the same time so we can get some speed up and hurtle down the river.
All right then. Now, how long have you guys been together?
5 sessions.
So you guys are veterans then. Okay. Now, who got you guys together?
Megan.
Go Megan. Go Megan. All right. Now, what are some of y'all goals? I mean, I know you guys are just starting, but what is some of you guys' goals? Now, you look like a goal-oriented person.
Not to fall in the water.
That's important. I usually have that as well.
And to row to Olive Farm in 2 weeks.
Okay, and?
To get a lift back from Olive Farm after we've rowed up there.
That's always good. Now, if somebody wanted to get involved with you guys, to row, is there a number that they can contact you?
Yes, they can get in touch with the West Australian Rowing Association and look for the A&A Rowing Club here, and we will show you how to row and how to get you on the water and how to have a good time.
Oh, good. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And now, thank you, ladies. And now we're going to go to Alana.
Thank you.
And now we're going to go to a story on Alana Slater.
Hi, guess what? Well, you see me with a tie on, and I hope the hell it never happens again, I tell you, and it's one of these as well, by the way. Anyway, here in the Hyatt Regency, talking to one of our friends and her mom, Alana Slater, who won it for the 4th time in a row, the Coca-Cola Junior Sports Star of the Year Awards. Hello, Alana, how are you?
Good, thank you.
And hello, Barbara, how are you?
Very excited, very proud.
Of course you can, because you got such a wonderful daughter who's done such fantastic things.
She certainly has, but I'm biased.
Well, why shouldn't you be? Why shouldn't you be? Alana, 4 times in a row, fantastic.
It's just unbelievable. I can't believe it. I'm just shocked.
Now, obviously, the first person I would think go through your head that you want to think, other than dear mom, who's done such a wonderful job for you, is of course your trainer.
Yes, absolutely. My coaches, Joanne Richards and Nikolai Lapshin, have really put a lot of effort into my routines and my training over the last almost 9-10 years with them. So I just want to thank them so much. They're absolutely world class.
She taught me something too, I got to say, on camera, because I was saying, that when you go into this kind of thing, you kind of put your life on hold, and what she said is, you're not putting your life on hold, you actually choose to do what you're doing, and you're actually living life the way you want to do, which thank you taught me something. Now, tell us about winning it 4 times in a row.
I was standing up there, and when my name was announced, I was just like, my gosh, really, I couldn't believe it. It's just such an honour to have such a prestigious event awarded to you 4 years in a row. I mean, there's so many world-class athletes out there in the junior fields doing some
West Australian, shall we say, West Australia.
That's right, West Australians doing some fantastic things, and up against a field like that, it's just unbelievable.
It must be kind of humbling to see, of course, you're up against such great athletes as well. Now, 4 times in a row with Coca-Cola and with the Junior Sports Star of the Year award. Now, what is the next big thing on the road for you?
Well, I've got some Grand Prix events to go to in March, but the main goal for this year is the Commonwealth Games in Manchester and also the World Championships in Hungary.
And how do you feel about all those so far?
We're just doing a good lead-up preparation at the moment, starting to really fine-tune our routines, find the skills that really suit us, and just got to keep training away.
Yeah, because, I mean, a lot of people would say, you know, what is 17 now? You know, a lot of people would say, oh, you know, getting too old, whatever, but you're just almost at the peak, really. I mean, you're just doing so well out there, and your coaches are working with you. The positive aspects they're working on all the time. How do you feel about all that?
The coaches are doing a fantastic job keeping the positive influence, but really the top 10 athletes for gymnastics in the World Championships and in the Olympic Games, the average age was 19. So really the age is really lifting up for like gymnasts who are peaking. So it's not just 16, 14, 15 anymore, it's 19, there's 26-year-olds out there, so it's really encouraging.
And of course, myself being a peak performance athlete as well. Of course, I'm lying now, Barbara.
Oh yeah, well, you're entitled to.
You didn't have to agree to me. Now, is there some people you'd like to thank, or some sponsors and whatever you'd like to thank as well? Tell them, by the way, at the camera.
Well, of course, there's the Coca-Cola Amateur. They're just fantastic to have an award like this. The West Australian, Channel 7. Oh, there's just a list of sponsors that sponsors these events.
And ANZ.
ANZ. Gosh, there's just so many. Swan Brewery. The list goes on. They're fantastic sponsors to have awards like this, and at West Australian Institute of Sport, they're just unbelievable. The athletes in Western Australia are so lucky to have such an organisation like that. And of course, my coaches, Joanne Richards and Nikolai Lapchin, and who could forget my mum.
Dear Mom, Barbara. Now tell us one more thing. Now the young girls out there and young fellas out there wanting to get involved, you gave a message before, but that'll go to air on Channel 7. We're the other one. Tell us a bit about what you would like to say to the young future sports stars.
Well, if you've got a dream or a goal that you really want to go for, just go for it, because you'll only benefit from it. I know the personal experiences that I've had have just helped me grow as a person, just through the people I've met and the things that I've done, and it's just important to really just strive for your best, basically. That's my message.
Do it, balls and all. That's what she's trying to say. Is that right?
That's right.
That's right. What a nice way. Thanks, Barbara. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I want to thank Alana Slater. She's a wonderful girl, and her mother Barbara, and she's got such a fantastic future ahead of her. And of course, we covered a little bit with her coach. It's just great that night. And here behind me is the Monopods putting one of their boats in, and you guys are going to be the gold medal owners tonight.
Definitely.
And that's that. And this guy would never lie, would you? What's your name? Daryl. Okay, so that's Daryl, and the lotto number is Daryl. 5-7. All right. Have a good time, guys. And that's the Monopods getting ready to go, and we're going to be back right after this break.
Welcome back from the break. This camera, that one. All right, here we go. All right, we're here with some superstars here now. Can you tell us your name and what you guys are doing here today, besides for loitering?
Yeah, name's Declan. A bunch of people down here today, sort of amateur rowers. Some of us thought we were pretty good till we raced quite a bit, but it was a good day. We've basically been training for about 5 weeks, so once a week. Most of us had about 5 lessons in rowing, so it's been a great experience, yeah, for sure.
Oh, good on you. And how are you finding it today? And your name is still?
My name's Lamsey. Well, my nickname's Lamsey. I'm a coach for these guys here. And we've lost one and won one today, so we're 50-50. We're all right so far.
Okay, then how many more races do you guys have today?
Depends how many we win. It's a knockout from now on, so if we win more, we might have 4 or 5 more races.
Oh, okay, so you guys are going to be here for a while then. You know, you guys going to the championship.
Absolutely.
And how you finding it?
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's a lot more harder than what I thought it would be, but
how the shoulders holding up?
They're not. They've collapsed.
And what's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew, okay.
Yeah, hi, I'm Darren.
Okay,
yeah.
Darren, how you traveling out there today?
Not too bad. I can't really feel the pain anymore, so it's after the first couple of races it goes away. You just can't feel anything.
A bit of numbness sets in, you get that, and your name is still?
Eddie.
Eddie. All right, now Eddie, how long have you been doing this yourself?
5 weeks. Yeah, just in 5 training sessions, and yeah, it's been pretty good.
Oh, okay. So I guess we owe Lamsey for talking you guys into this. Is that right?
That's right. He's talked us into it, and I'm going to talk myself out of it real soon, I think.
Oh, try. And your name is still?
Shannon. I'm
All
Shannon.
right, Shannon. All right, now, I mean, as long as you guys are having a good time here, what do you think makes a good rowing team, besides for only doing it for 5 weeks?
Well, lots of practice, obviously. You've got to have good rhythm. Technique is the most important thing, really. I mean, we've got girls' crews who can beat men's crews, little ladies who can beat big blokes. If their technique's good and they're in time, they can go a lot faster.
Now, in terms of the boats, right? What's the size of the boats, and is everybody using the same standard boat, or what happens there?
Yeah, the boats are all pretty much, they're all standard Coxed 4s. Most of them are fiberglass hulls with wooden inserts, wooden insides, and yeah, they're all roughly the same. They're pretty wide ones, so they're not real racing, elite racing ones.
All state-of-the-art boats we got here. Yeah. Straight off the NASA drawings for aerodynamic in the water techniques.
Okay, now does somebody check to make sure everybody has the same type of boat?
I think the one in the first race was a bit slow for us. You know, it was,
okay, so
the second
winding your way on.
That's right. We certainly picked up a bit in the second one.
All right, now guys, when you guys race, do you race just against one boat, or you have a couple boats lined up, or what happens?
Usually the races are against 2 other crews, but we happen to have gone last, so we've raced just one other crew, so it's head to head, and these are the guys we beat last.
I'm the only member of the team left standing here of the crew that just lost the last race, but we actually had a good race. It was only about a couple of meters, I think.
Done the walk of shame.
Yeah, we did the walk.
Oh yeah, well you get that. Well anyway, thanks a lot guys, and good luck tonight.
Just wanted me to ask, is that an Irish accent we got there? And are you going to have a good time on St. Patrick's Day?
For sure. I'm warming up, just slowly warming up now, and I'll be...
It's not dark enough, that one, though, is it?
I spotted a couple over there, I think, that reasonably close to the Guinness. They're old stout, so I might get onto that now.
Well, good luck to the Irish, too. Hope you all had a good weekend. Thanks, guys. You guys all like footy? You like footy?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's your team?
Fremantle.
All right, the Dockers. Well done. Need a purple shirt. Speaking of Dockers, I've been meaning to say it for a while. Go to dockerland.com if you want to have a look and have a bit of a chat. Get out of the way. People do anything to get on camera. Thanks for talking to us, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good luck today. Thanks, Wayne. Dockerland.com. Now, we're going to go talking about footy. Let's go to a story we did with the Manning Rippers. Let's have a look there. Hi, everybody. Moose here. And as you know, the footy season is just about ready to get kicking. In fact, it probably already has. And I'm down here with the Manning Rippers. I'm having a chat with Scott Greer about his team. Who are the Manning Rippers? Hi, Scott. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks.
Now, tell us a bit about the Manning Rippers. first of all, the name. That's the first thing I want to know.
The Manning Rippers, the name originated from when we merged with the Bankwest Rippers a few years ago, and we were initially the Manning Lions, so it's the lion ripping apart our opponents.
All right, it's a pretty good name for something to do with the bank, Ripper, rip off, something like that. But anyway, we won't get into that. We love banks. Yeah, sure we do. Now tell us a bit about the team.
Well, the club's been around for about 16 years, and we got a lot bigger than last year. We've now got 3 sides, a league and reserve side in E grade in the West Australian Amateur Football League, and we've also got a H grade side for those guys that like to play football at a more relaxed pace.
I'd know all about that, yeah.
Yeah, that's usually the grade that I play in, so it's for slow footballers that are very skilled.
I'm in the Z level anyway.
So yeah, we've got the 3 sides down here, and we train Tuesdays and Thursdays from about 6 o'clock till whenever the coaches decide to let us off the track.
Yeah, and if you're bad, it could be till midnight. Now tell everybody exactly where we are, because if you live in this area and you want to play a bit of footy in any of those levels, come down and see. And what's the name of the street and where we actually are?
We're playing here at James Miller Oval, which is on Jarman Ave in Manning. So it's basically just off Manning Road. If you go to the Manning Road Leigh Street intersection, it's pretty easy to find the football club from there.
Now the ages that you guys cover?
We have all 3 sides are senior sides, but the West Australian Amateur Football League, as long as you're over 16 years of age, you can play in that league, and we have a range here from 16-year-olds to a couple of 38-year-olds that are still going around.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Now, how has the Rippers gone so far in their history? Like, we haven't even gone into the club rooms yet, but you know, trophies and awards and all that kind of stuff.
We had the merger back in 1997 and made the finals for 2 years following that. We've gone through a rebuilding process over the last few years, and that started to bear some fruit last year. We actually got our reserve side into the finals last year and won a few games during the final series, finishing 3rd, and we'd be pretty hopeful that a lot of those younger guys can now push up to league, and hopefully we'll have 2 or 3 sides in the finals this year.
Fantastic. Now, tell us a bit about some of your players. How are they looking? You got some, you reckon, future aspirants to the Dockers or the Eagles?
Maybe not to the Dockers or the Eagles, but there are definitely some guys that have been chased by clubs in much higher grades here. So, but I guess that's
the mighty Peel Thunder or East Perth or someone like that.
I guess we're in the middle between Perth and East Fremantle here. Okay. So they're probably the 2 clubs that are most interested in our players, and quite a few of the guys have done Colts down at Perth this season, but I think that still got a little bit of development to go. But yeah, there's a possibility of quite a few of them could play football at a much higher level with a bit of perseverance.
Yeah, perseverance, a bit more blood, sweat and tears and whatever. Now, with some of your players and all that kind of stuff, and the club as a whole, what's the feeling like? Is it very much come down and be real serious about footy, or is it more of the club atmosphere? What's the drive here?
We're trying to get a mix of both down at our club. I've just finished my playing career, and from past experience I can't see why you can't come down to a football club, have a lot of fun off the field, but be serious about your football and win some football games. And as anyone who's been involved with a football club knows, the more you win, the more you party afterwards.
Right. Sometimes the less you win, the more sadness to make you party. Get out to the Broncos. Now, that's the Gridiron team, by the way. Now, with your guys, what's the grade that's training right now?
This is a combination of all 3 grades. So mostly our E-League and E-Reserves players. As I said before, H grade's a little bit more relaxed, so the H grade guys, whilst there are some of them here tonight, usually start training at the start of March. So we've got a pretty good mix here of both the league and reserves.
Okay, and when do we kick off, and who's our first games? Has that all been sorted out?
We start our scratch matches on March the 9th. Our first scratch match is against another side is on March the 15th against Brentwood. That's a night game over at Brentwood's Oval. And then we start our real season on April the 13th.
Okay, so do we want to say together sorry to Brentwood about the big loss? Telling them, let's dig it in a little bit.
Well, we do have a bit of a history with Brentwood. They stole a few of our players a few years back. Whilst they do play on a higher grade, we went down there last year and punished them a bit, and we're sure we can do it again this year. Might even sneak a win against them.
Well, that's what it's all about. The biggest thing, of course, is the fun and what it's all about. You see the guys here training, and good on them. I mean, this is the kind of sport where, you're fighting to get to training and all that kind of stuff. All right, Scott, now someone wanting to get involved. You guys want to come down and play for the Manning Rippers? This is a Ripper team with a Ripper name. Ripper Toonbars is the old saying. Back, people my age know Paul Hogan, Ripper Toonbars. Now, the Rippers, how do they do that? What's the contact?
They can call me on my mobile, 041 3169 664, or also our players' representative, Craig Mulder, on 041 797 1314, or they can leave a message with our coach Andrew Linasars on 9451 2407.
Okay, cool. So if you give any of those numbers a call, come down and have a bit of a go. Now, obviously, new season ahead. You're like every other sports looking for sponsors. But so if you want to get involved, you're in the Manning area, you want to help them out, give them a call on any of those numbers as well. But anybody else you'd like to say thanks to? Yeah,
we've got a few sponsors that have been with the club a long time now. Aqua Audio, Ferrari Formal Wear, the Cheers Bar, and G&V Mazziello Plastering. So once again, we'd like to thank those people for supporting our club and helping us play the game we like to play.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, well, if you want to see the Manning Rippers, of course, win the trophy, they're going to be doing that at the end of the year. The first game coming up soon, so be in touch. And they don't have a web page yet, that's coming. But give those numbers a call, come down and join the Manning Rippers.
Thanks very much.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm excited. Now, can you guys give us a cheer or something here?
U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly, you ugly, M-A-M-A, you know how you got that way, your mama.
Thanks a lot, ladies. It's been fantastic here, and I think we got to go to a break. Or no, actually, I'm gonna meet with the rest of you guys over here. But I got to get some names. Your name is
Robin from Clough Engineering,
and I'm sure that's water in there.
Dorothy from Clough Engineering.
Lisa Aid. It's Powerade, actually.
Kate.
And nice wigs too. That's a nice touch. Kind of good for all occasions. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Wayne. Thanks, everyone at Clough.
Yeah, it was a lot of cloth there, too. But, I mean, fantastic people, and they did very well.
And the wedding you went to?
Yes, I went to a wedding. My good friend David Tranquil and his lovely wife Melissa. They knew each other since high school. They've been together 11 years, and they got married yesterday, and it's just fantastic. We wish them every success.
We got all the kids here. Look, she's even wearing a Nike hat. That's the people who got our shoes, and they're fantastic right. Nike shoes.
Go Nike.
What did you get up to on the weekend?
Well, I went to my boss's 40th. How you going, Steve-O? Please don't fire me for what I did at your party.
He was terrible.
Make sure you call Sylvania Lighting for all your lighting needs.
Would you buy Sylvania lights off this guy?
No way in the world.
Okay, hope you got all the questions. Thanks to the A&A Rowing Club.
A&A Rowing.
Now, what's the question for our Time Glow question tonight?
Well, the question for Time Glow is, what sport did we mainly cover on this show this time? What sport was it? I will give you a hint.
There you go.
Row your boat.
We do.
Down.
Oh, yeah, our winner.
The winner
for those,
of the
6 shirts?
6 yellow shirts is Brett Gabrielson. Is that?
We should have had somebody that knows how to read to do this.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, sorry.
Beaconsfield.
Yeah, there you go.
Brett, you just won 6 shirts from Time Glow.
And they look good.
Stereo, we were just
if you want any more, give them a call. Thanks, everyone, for joining us, and we're back next Monday night, repeated Saturday at 4, and the name of the show is
Bold and All.
Thanks for watching. See you next week. And now let's go have a look at a bit of swing dancing.
Yeah. If you want good sporting apparel, make sure you go to Time Glow. They'll fix you up. And also, if you want to get on the internet, make sure you make a stop at WA Net.